Welcome. Happy to see you here. For this practice, I'll be offering choices of shapes and movements from the floor, from my mat, but you can practice standing or seated on a piece of furniture, on the floor, or lying down. All are choices. Most movements can be modified to align with where you prefer to practice. And movement is always optional. I'll be offering opportunities for movement, for noticing perhaps what's going on, sensations that arise for you, what's maybe happening internally, and you are welcome to follow along with me. Or maybe you already know another way that you and your body want to move. So, anytime, at any time, you can choose to follow along or not follow along. All choices are equal. There's no good or bad, better or best here. It's all really dependent on how you want to move and want to practice. Sometimes you might not know what or how you want to move, and that's okay too. You're welcome to follow along or watch and rest and lie down. Really, any way you want to move, with whatever aligns with your energy level or with your body is welcome. Please do that. So, to begin practice, we might start by arriving. You're here, you're in your body in this moment. So, how do you feel physically or emotionally? Physically, are there any really loud sensations that are arising for you? Maybe you have a back that hurts. Maybe you're hungry. Maybe you have pain in your neck or a headache. Or maybe you're not feeling anything. You're feeling good at this moment or nothing stands out. So maybe noticing how you're feeling physically. Emotionally, energetically, how might you be feeling? Are there any specific emotions that are really prominent for you? Can you notice those loud emotions, or maybe even noticing those quieter emotions that might be more subtle hiding in there? So maybe for the count of five, noticing physical or emotional sensation. Maybe five, maybe four, maybe three more, maybe two, and one more. If you are interested in movement, today we might get started with some movement of the head, neck, shoulders, maybe the spine, and maybe your hands and fingers. This might look like moving your neck from left to right, from side to side, rolling your shoulders, maybe. They can go backwards, maybe just wiggling around. You can look up and stretch your back. So, for about 2 minutes, I'll set the timer app. You are welcome to move and warm up your body, the upper part of your body. You're welcome to follow along with what I'm doing or make it your own. Next, if comfortable or if this is available to you, we might sit with our legs in a V shape. And how far apart your feet are completely up to you. They can be close to one another. You might choose to have them further out from one another. And you can adjust as you're practicing as well. So you might start by being seated here, landing here, noticing if there are any sensations that are present for you. It might be within your legs, maybe your feet. You might roll out your ankles. And you can add some arm movement as well as a side stretch. This might be lifting one arm over your head, perhaps going from side to side. It might also look like touching one toe, then the other from side to side, or perhaps reaching out to the front of you. So a stretch, a side stretch for maybe about the next 2 minutes. The next offering will be the number 4 stretch alongside windshield wipers. You can rotate between the two shapes, or if you'd like to choose one and do that, and once you are ready, move on to the next. It might look like if you're starting with windshield wipers, is seated with your legs like I'm showing here and lowering them to the floor. So this is the windshield wiper movement. And you can also add in a stretch when you're here. You might lean towards your front leg and then perhaps switch sides. You can also pause on one side or engage in continuous motion. Also, if you'd like to incorporate the number 4 stretch while we're here, this might mean putting one ankle over your knee, and how close you bring in that bottom foot will alter how much sensation you feel. It'll give you different types of stretching. And how fast you move is always your choice. And how much, if you bend over, is also your choice. Again, no good or bad, right or wrong way. It's an opportunity to notice sensation, also noticing what your mind or what your body is telling you. So maybe for 2 minutes, a combination of windshield wipers as well, and or the number 4 stretch. So the next offering for movement is on your knees. And you're welcome to practice with your legs crossed as well, seated or standing. With this movement, it looks like there might be two parts if you'd like to do this. So when you're down on your knees, you might lift up while lifting your hands to the front and then raise them, lower them back down as you return back to your heels. You can also raise halfway and then do a side open stretch and then go back down. So it could be a combination of going up, then down, then maybe up, but leaving your hands halfway and then doing a side stretch. And so you can alternate between straight up, side, alternating sides if you'd like. And again, the speed is up to you. I'll probably be moving slower during my practice, but like what my body needs is perhaps different than what your body needs. So the speed of the movement or the shapes, they're all just options and opportunities for you to notice how you're feeling in this moment. Maybe for 2 minutes, a little bit of a flow going between those different shapes. Next, transitioning to a different movement of cat and cow. So on your knees, I can show you here. And you're welcome to add a bit of a flow to this as well. If you'd like to do cat and cow and then add the other movement, I can show you one option of doing cat cow with child's shape and then back to cat cow and flowing between those two. You're also welcome with cat cow. You don't have to only go up and down, arching and flexing. You're welcome to move around and to feel into it, move off of the traditional path of cat cow. So maybe for 2 minutes, doing a variety of cat cow, perhaps adding in child shape. And that for movement, this will be a stretching of the leg. So you might have one leg out in front of you. And this might be a movement that goes back and forth. How much you move is your decision. You might feel what aligns with what is right for you. And you might use your hand to support you. So leaning down into a lunge and then perhaps back again. Perhaps lowering your head. And you might want to stay and pause to stretch in either of those spaces, or you're welcome to go back and forth between the two. Using your hands for support might be an option, or doing it without your hands. And you can also sync your breath if you feel like that would be a benefit to you. So perhaps some type of lunge with a stretch, some type of leg movement for the next 2 minutes. And then if you'd like to move to your back, I'll be offering a twist, which I can demonstrate here. Perhaps raising your knees up and then twisting your knees to one side while looking in the other direction. So your legs can be at 90 degrees and then lower them to the floor while maybe looking in the opposite direction. You might also have your hands in goalpost or up above you in some way or resting on your body. So perhaps for the next 2 minutes, some type of twist on your back. You're also welcome to choose to raise your knees up to your chest and to roll around in circles or to roll on your back. And then the last 3 minutes of the practice, we typically will move to rest, whether that is maybe moving to the mat, whatever rest looks like for you. It might be lying down, closing your eyes, or it might be seated, breathing, or continuing with movement. So for the next 3 minutes, I'll offer some rest. And when done, you're welcome to come back and close out the practice together. Okay. If you'd like to, again, perhaps notice you and your body in their space in this moment. Count of three, perhaps we will just notice. Maybe for three, maybe two, and maybe one. Thank you so much. It's an honor to do this practice alongside you. I hope to see you all again. Take care, everyone.